Don't call it a comeback because he ain't never left before. Our boy Conspiracy Hippie, massive love and shout out, boy.
The homie from Conspiracy Hippie Show, the real Conspiracy Hippie, coming back on fucking June 18 with an amazing episode. We cannot wait to collide.
Ride slow, ride slow. We're getting going to different pose. Ride slow, we're riding low. We're getting going to different pose. I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid.
Testicles, 1, 2, testicles.
Yes, we back. Salute, what's good? What's happening?
We are back. Welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy, Trebles, Garcia. And joining me on ones and twos again is the best co-host in the motherfucking planet, Big Tank. Salute, my boy.
Salute, what's good? How you been, my boy?
I'm doing good, dog. Thanks for asking. But you already know what this is. This is the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. You, the Probers, Probe Nation. Boom, boom, boom.
And best price, $3.99.
That's right. We're always back, and we're fucking happy to be back. We have an amazing fucking show. You already know every show is fucking amazing. But right before we do anything, Big Tank, what is that, bro? Oh shit, it's a bird. It's a plane. Nope, it's Paranoid Radio.
Yes.
What is happening?
Yes. What is happening? Welcome to the motherfucking segment where I give you two stories. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys don't think. Give me 2 cents for my 2 cents, and I'm taking it to the bank, and we cashing in straight up. That easy.
Oh shit, cashing it in.
Yeah. Best believe that. Okay, so for all of our millennials, Gen Zs, whatever's out there, small little update. I don't know if you guys remember a couple episodes back in season 2, we brought in the whole thing about how the youth is investing in the stock market.
Oh shit, yeah. I remember that episode.
This is something that happened. So within these past 2 weeks, Dogecoin actually shot up to about 68 cents, 69.
Oh.
And then all of a sudden it just plummeted down to about 30, 40 cents, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
Some people actually took this real hard because they weren't able to cash out. So we have the first recorded suicide attempt because I guess he lost, I don't know how much money in the whole business.
Whoa. Deep shit.
I mean, look, this is going to sound a little fucked up, but I mean, come on. Everybody knows stock market is a risk.
Yeah, it's a risk, carnal. It's a risk.
Yeah, seriously. Don't you forget it.
That's right.
Straight up, real talk. And in the other notes, AMC is actually jumping. If y'all hadn't followed this, I'm going to give you quick tip advice. AMC was at like $5-6. It is right now at a steady $59. So if you bought stocks at $5, you made a fucking slam right out of it.
AMC as the movie theaters?
Yes.
Everything made a giant comeback right now. Disney, Knott's Berry Farm, everything. I mean, a lot of the freaking theme parks out here are making a lot of fucking comebacks because of the reopening, the big reset. Sorry to interrupt.
They have, and now that you're moving into the whole theme park saga, boom, here goes your story number 2.
All right.
Okay, this is a little bit of a fucking, I want to say let me down. But did you know that Disney recently laid off all of its elderly workers for the most part?
What?
So everything before COVID, they're getting paid and everything. About 3-4 months ago, before Disney was preparing to reopen, they sent a letter out to all of the elderly people that were working at the park to make room for new blood.
Wow.
Younger people that didn't have enough time, that didn't have certain pay scales, they basically let them go.
Wow.
That's what we call fucking manipulation at its best.
And they're gonna get away with it, and there's nothing that you could do to stop it.
Yep. 110%. And the only reason I'm bringing this up because I actually know a couple people that were part of the whole Disneyland thing. Coincidentally, the young ones that have been there less than 3-4 years kept the job.
Wow.
The ones that were there for 10, 20, 30 years plus. I know a guy that since he arrived here from Mexico, fresh off the boat, not to say the least, that's all he's ever done.
Wow,
That's all he's done. 35 years down the drain, and he hadn't even retired yet.
that is fucked up.
Yep. 110%.
I said
That's
we boycott him. I'm gonna disconnect Disney Plus as of now.
I'm gonna hold on to it for a bit. Hey, I like a couple shows. Okay? I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that one.
For real, for real. Big Tank, thank you again for bringing those two amazing fucking stories. As always, you do an amazing job on what is happening.
Salute. On to the next one.
That's what's up. Now, Big Tank, allow me to set the fucking mood and jump from the deep end of the pool, because today we're gonna talk about something that we were having in the works for a very long time. We're gonna touch base on it on the fucking story that we were talking. We're gonna talk about Atlantis. And now we kind of evolved the conversation to something deeper, something more historical, something that has real true meaning to our culture, I want to say, to our truth community. Today, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest conspiracies in the world. We're going to be talking about the Devil's Three-Way, the big nasty, the Bermuda Triangle.
Ooh, damn. Going in deep. Okay.
Yeah, we're going in the deep three-way, for real, for real. Now, right before anything, I want to let you guys know that the Bermuda Triangle, it's not only a historical, mysterious, and very weird place, but I'm going to let you know where it's at. So the Bermuda Triangle touches the corner of the island of Bermuda, or it touches all the way to Miami, and it also touches San Juan, Puerto Rico. So for all my Puerto Rican listeners out there, mad shout out to mad love for all you guys. Now, what's happening is the Bermuda Triangle has had documentation that goes back way back, about 700 years, only recorded to his story on our history books, all the way back to 1400. So for the 1400s, that's when it started getting recorded weird events on people on different voyages. In fact, one of the people that you might recognize out of your history books, Christopher Columbus himself, you may recognize this guy, Christopher Columbus, as the person that brought the plague and Spanish flu all the way to the fucking Native Americans, the one that found America, allegedly, and the one that was chopping off hands by two natives and shit, and doing all that other fucked up shit. The point is, Christopher Columbus, he wrote in one of his passages, in one of his diaries, an experience he had in the Bermuda Triangle. As he passed through the Bermuda Triangle to land on the Keys, the outside Keys of the Caribbean, he wrote down that he witnessed fire, tornadoes from the sky touching the earth, not the earth, the waters, and that after these storms passed by, there was giant white round spots where the water turned from blue to white and bubbles are coming up. So, and the water was also getting heated. So this is a real passage. Hashtag look it up. These are real stories of Christopher Columbus as he crossed the Bermuda Triangle. Let me give another historic event that happened in the Bermuda Triangle. One of those weird, mysterious.
Let them know.
Oh, for sure. The USS Cyclops, the giant Navy U.S. ship after World War One. It was said that it was actually recorded that they lost 300 Navy seamen. The word seaman. Anyway, so they lost 300 Navy men to the Bermuda Triangle. According to stories and myths, what happened was the ship was carrying heavy metals from the Caribbean onto Miami, and as they were crossing the Bermuda Triangle, they disappeared. There was no recordings. There was no maydays. There was nothing else that they came out to say, oh, you know what, we need help. There was nothing recorded. They just disappeared out of the face of the earth. So those are just two historical facts that you can hashtag look it up. I like always to bring up these little historical passages so that you could get a little introduction of what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay, I mean, let's dive deep into it. When you hear the Bermuda Triangle, what do you think?
Dude, I hear magnetic fields. I hear a theory maybe of an opening to the hollow earth, kind of like in Antarctica.
Okay.
Atlantis.
110%. You're right in all those. And what do all those have in common? Mysteries unsolved. 110%. So one of the best theories is that Bermuda Triangle as a whole is actually the epicenter for time travel.
Yes, I heard about this shit too.
Okay, see?
An alternate dimension area where you could cross other dimensions.
Yeah, exactly. Or a big controller that allows you to go from certain place to certain place.
A fucking Stargate.
Yes, 110%. Okay,
Okay.
so let's dive deep into the whole idea.
Mhm.
Okay, what if we're actually able to go in there and just cause mayhem? Because you have to remember, the U.S. started investigating the Bermuda Triangle in the early 1900s, and
Mhm.
they stopped. For some reason, they just stopped. Okay, I don't know the exact operation or what it's called. Hashtag look it up. You could go and find it. They just for
It's
some
kind of like Operation High Jump, where they went to Antarctica to destroy the remaining Nazi bases, and then they stopped going to Antarctica for some fucking particular reason, and now nobody could fly over Antarctica for for a specific like nobody could ever fly over Antarctica at all without getting permission from the United Nations. Kind of like
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, 100. It's exact same fucking shit. Okay, so let's be honest about it. I personally do like this theory because why wouldn't they? There's been countless stories being told where people have traveled through the Bermuda Triangle and they see people from different generations per se. So, for example, I'm not saying it could be 100% plausible, but it is pretty within the realm, I would think. So, there's actually been stories where people have seen old vessel ships, old sailors looking back at them.
Ghost ships too.
Yes, 110%. There's been eyewitnesses claiming, and this is a story, hashtag look it up. There was this 150 passenger plane that got lost for a week. Okay. I want to
Whoa.
say, I want to say this was in the 1960s. Hashtag look it up. If y'all don't believe me, it crossed over, and for a whole week, it was completely gone.
That kind of reminds you of that fucking scenario of Flight 19, the torpedo bombers
Yeah.
for World War One. The U.S. also lost Flight 19. Like they lost a lot of fucking bombers through the Bermuda Triangle. It's actually a real story.
Yeah, no, 110%.
Mhm.
And that's what I'm telling you guys is they crossed over, they didn't see him. It pops up a week later, but they had no recollection of them missing a whole week. To them, it was just
Get the
oh,
fuck out of here! Like a
swear.
time lapse. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Swear. 110%. Hashtag look it up if y'all don't believe me. There are various accounts like this. Can they all be proven? No.
Well,
110.
if they would have been traveling for a week, you don't think that the freaking airplane would have lost the fuel?
Fuel
I mean,
and whatever. Yeah, 110%. 110%.
hey, it's your boy Trebles.
And your boy Big Tank.
That's right. And we just wanted to give you a quick reminder that we are now lit as fuck dropping videos every fucking week, original sounds on TikTok. Find us at paranoidradio.com, Paranoid Radio on TikTok and on Instagram.
Yes, without a doubt. And let's not forget our brothers in arms. Massive shout out to the Red Pill heavy hitters, your boy Morphix, BTM2, the Fail Academy, and Precision Real. Let
That's
us
right.
know. Go and drop a follow, go and drop a like, whatever y'all want. Free minded individuals, nothing but conspiracy artists coming at you live.
That's right. Now, enjoy the show.
You guys have to expect the unexpected, especially when it comes to this. No matter how far fetched the idea, it could all be possible. Why? Because the strangest, stupidest things have done it. So, what if the US is actually able to somewhat control and mimic the powers of the Bermuda Triangle?
So you're telling me being able to fucking manufacture a device. You know what, dude? You know what you just touched base on right now? There is this fucking, you know what? There's this, look, hashtag look it up. Um, there's this fucking operation where the United States, I forgot the name of it. They were running trials to time lapse and teleport a giant Navy ship from up north on the East Coast. And what happened was that the Navy men, after they fucking turned on the machine, they turned it off, and the Navy men were molded into the fucking harness, into the metal of the ship. And
Yo,
they all these people died because they were fucking around with time travel and teleportation devices. So now you're telling me that they got to it, they were able to harness the power of the Bermuda Triangle in a sort of way to be able to jump through a hoop.
maybe not exactly get it down to a science, but
Uh-huh.
what if they're able to actually manipulate it enough where it's usable? Dive deep a little bit more. So, what if I were to tell you that us as a lower class, we get exposed to a whole lot more different chemicals in our ecosystem,
Like fluoride
like
and lead.
flora, like GMOs, like this, like that.
Okay,
And
okay, I see
I'm
where
just
you're
showing-
going. Okay.
So what if that's actually some type of defense mechanism that we've actually been able to, how do you call it, to accumulate within us.
So you're telling me now that instead of killing and destroying your body, aluminum in deodorants and the fucking GMOs and the fluoride in the water and the lead poisoning that happened 100 years ago, you're telling me that now they became part of our system so much that we're not only addicted to them, but they are us?
They they are a form of immunity that helps us.
Oh my God.
Okay. I know this is far-fetched, people. I'm hoping y'all can follow through with me. And if you don't, or if you
That's insane. That's insane because I've always been against the fluoride, and you're telling me here that fluoride is good for you. You've been indoctrinated, my friend.
I'm saying it's a weapon. I'm saying it's a poison that turned itself into a weapon.
I didn't think about it that deep. You went deep into the rabbit hole in your artistic form.
This is just something that just caught my attention. I'm like, what is this? What is that? Obviously, none of this can be proved. This is just a theory that we are theorizing on. Hashtag look up anything you guys want to. But that is one of the most popular theories out there. Time travel.
I
Uh,
am
10%.
on board with it, and I do believe everything you're saying. Time travel, an opening to the hollow earth, an ultimate dimension. Um, let me give you some facts that actually might hold up your theory. Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico has an international airport. Hashtag look it up, people. You guys could find the videos of this everywhere. There is recorded sightings of UFOs dashing out of the water and hitting the water at tremendous speeds. Things that they could never be seen um by regular people on the ground. They have to be on the floor. They have to be fucking concentrated cameras and specified just looking at in a certain area. Um, UFO sightings and also coincidences that when you're flying over the Bermuda Triangle, all your instruments in your plane or your ship start
Goes haywire.
malfunctioning.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna give you a quick little set of things that do happen in the Bermuda Triangle that can be proven. There's a Gulf Stream, the Gulf Stream that goes all the way from North America all the way down to Sydney, Australia. You might remember this Gulf Stream by the movie Finding Nemo. On Finding Nemo, his father jumps on a
with the
fucking
turtle.
yeah, he jumps on with the turtle, and the fucking stream just takes him all the way down to Australia. So that Gulf Stream begins, I think it's one of the beginning parts, or goes through the Bermuda Triangle. Another thing that happens, there is also big ass theories that Atlantis and the giant fucking pyramid mechanisms still thrive there. And something that might be able to hold up that theory is this giant structure that connects all the fucking keys in the Virgin Islands all the way down. I think it's all the way down to Trinidad. I'm not sure. It's called no, all the way down to Cuba. Actually,
Okay.
this is called it's actually a road, a man-made road called Bimini Road. Hashtag look it up. Bimini Road that connects all the islands underwater all the way down to Cuba. Coincidence that around Cuba underwater, there's also untested and unfucking bothered submerged cities. I don't know if that makes sense. Like underwater cities, basically.
Yeah, underwater. Well, yeah, well, I think we actually touched a little bit upon this in the last episode of Atlantis, where Cuba has not allowed access to any other government to actually go check it out.
Exactly. And the only reason they know is because Bimini Road. The Bimini Road takes you all the way down. Also, another thing that you have to understand that there's also such thing as called. I wanted to talk to you about this thing called. It was called mascons, gravitational mascons. The gravitational mascons are these little things that basically what they do is they started registering different points of the Earth on landlines. Not landlines. What are those called? The ley lines. Sorry, on ley lines that have extreme gravitational pulls. Small. I'm talking about maybe like a mile long of diameter, and they pull stronger in gravity than any other area of the Earth. Now they don't know why this happens. This is real. Look it up. Gravitational mascons. So they found out that in the Bermuda Triangle, the mascon there is doubled. So this could really fucking, you could actually start thinking now that, let's say, for example, the USS Cyclops, right? It had heavy metals. It had 100 tons of precious metals to make bombs, and it was overweight. And then it hit the Bermuda Triangle. It crossed one of those gravitational mascons, and it got sunk underwater. But then again, you start thinking, if the gravitational mascon is there, why would it disrupt all the mechanisms of the plane? And I have a theory that might be able to fucking. It's not my theory, like you said. I'm gonna have to give it up to somebody else. I heard it, and then I fucking did my research, and it did come out. It's all over YouTube. Methane bubbles. So it kind of connects our theories put together right now, dog. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Methane bubbles. These are pockets of like methane being released by the tectonic plates and tectonic shifting under the water. The methane bubbles go up to the surface of the water, creating a bubble stream. It's like having a fucking fish tank, right? And you get the filter, and instead of
Yeah.
putting the filter in the corner, you put the filter right in the middle, and then you put like a little bubble, like a little toy boat. When the toy boat passes the bubble area, when the bubble's coming up, that fucking boat is gonna sink. Why? Because the water density is a lot thinner. There's more bubble air than water holding it up, so it's gonna sink. So if that's happening, there's also the documentation and scientific fact that methane released on the air in high concentrations, they cause magnetic fields to be disrupted. Kind of like when you're flying on a fucking plane and you get that, what's it called, that the what's it called, flying distortion, or what's it called,
Oh yeah. We're basically
turbulence.
turbulence.
Exactly. So it causes a sort of turbulence, and it causes a giant electrical field around electronics, causing them to go haywire, like you said. So now we have a theory that could connect why the ships are sinking, why the planes are crashing, and why they're being disappeared. Like they're not being found at all. This could even be a fucking entrance to the hollow earth that I've been wanting to talk about.
See, all around the world, there are different spots where some type of occurrence affects people. For example, in the West Coast, we have something called the Oregon Vortex.
Whoa.
Okay, so if y'all don't know,
like, what is this? What is this? Oregon Vortex?
Okay.
That sounds
So
fucking dope.
basically, it started off as a tourist attraction, but then it actually got proven by science that there's a high enough concentration where your body perceives things. You could be sitting in one place, or you could be looking at somebody in another place, and they look like if they're 10, 15 feet tall.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Like an illusion.
Yes, per se an illusion. Maybe I might be exaggerating a little. I don't know. I don't remember the exact numbers off the top of my head, but hashtag go look it up, people. That's why the InWeb is there. You guys have it at the palm of your hands.
That is fucking dope. That kind of reminds me of that fucking, there's another triangle called the Dragon Triangle. It connects the South. I think it connects the South China Sea with the Philippines, and I'm not sure if it's India. I forgot. Oh no, or Japan. I'm not sure. But basically, it's another triangle that the Navy doesn't cross as often because it's a very volcanic activated area. So, but see, there's no mystery there. They know what it is. They know that the tectonic plates are always shifting in that area, and what they do is they navigate around it when it's activated because there's smoke that comes out of the water, and sometimes they have even fucking underwater earthquakes that cause tsunamis. But but the Bermuda Triangle, dude, is a very fucking mysterious place, and from what I think, if you allow me to just fucking throw you my bone out here, I'm gonna go with Atlantis and fucking pyramids under the water, dog. I think everything that we talked about today, everything from the Oregon fucking orbs that you were talking about, from the magnetic fields, from the methane pockets that I mentioned, that could be the most logical fucking explanation. I think everything is a mechanism and a giant bubble of defense so that the humans or the white man does not cross over to fucking find the great city of Atlantis. I think it's a defense mechanism.
That's the biggest theory out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, could it be 110%? 110%. For all that we know, the U.S. got there, and the Atlanteans fucking brainwashed their ass. I never come back, motherfuckers.
For all we know, they control everything.
Yeah, 110%. What if the Atlanteans are the 1%ers?
I've always wanted to fucking bring this fucking theory in, and we do need a flat earther to come and talk, or a hollow earther to come and talk on the show, because I have many questions for the flat earthers, many questions for the ball earthers, for the rounders, but even more questions for the hollow earthers, because I truly believe that there is something underground where even reptilians live. I don't even know. Look, reptilians are everywhere. I know they fucking live. They're narcissistic. They control the world. They're part of the banking system. The politicians are here. Everybody knows that the people that own the banks live in the city of London. The people that own the military live in the fucking in Washington D.C. And the people that control religion live in the fucking Vatican. Everybody knows that these trifecta of energies, of power, of entities, are stable markers of power on the earth that control everybody. The point here is, where do they hide? Where do you actually think that fucking Hitler left? Hitler killed himself in a bunker in fucking what's it called in Germany, or do you actually think that he left with his fucking people with the Nazis and scattered the world, became NASA, became the CIA, and filtered out through other governments of the planet and lived the rest of their lives happily ever after in Hollow Earth, being fucking fed by
Hell no.
reptilians?
Hell no. All right, let's be honest about it. There's documented proof of cities out there in the Atlantic that just have never been verified.
That's right. That's right. Kind of like that fucking location, the Eye of the Sahara, the giant oval spot. It looks like a freaking eye from
Yeah.
up in space, and the only way that you could find out that it's there is because people saw it from space, and it has the inner ring, the tiny middle one, the inner one, and the outside ring, just like Atlantis allegedly had. So there's many locations where you could arguably say that Atlantis was located in, and Bermuda Triangle is definitely one of them.
110%. Could you imagine though how the world would react to actually finding Atlantis through the Bermuda Triangle, or just finding Atlantis overall?
Look, dog, that's like one of those questions that I'm gonna tell you like this: if if Jesus Christ came back on to Earth on his second coming, if aliens invaded us tomorrow, or if we find out that aliens always existed, or that Atlantis always existed, we will not comprehend it. Maybe you and I will, because we are awake. The word woke is a little too heavy. I don't want to be too mainstream. We are awake. But the rest of the world isn't. The rest of the world likes their hot Cheetos. They like their McDonald's. They like their beer. They like to work at a 9 to 5 job. They don't feel like a slave. They like the fact that they are powered on upon, that they are controlled. They like the idea that they have to go to church on Sunday every single fucking Sunday, or live in a certain type of way, or pay their due respects and pay out of pocket for this. They like their lifestyle. They got so fucking indulged in it that they think ignorance is really a bliss. And at this point, if they find out, their brain will not comprehend the change. They will not be able to manage their life. There's going to be chaos in the street, which is maybe why they want to shut up about it.
We're never going to be happy.
Exactly.
Minimum go. They want to raise in minimum. Cool. Guess what else has to go up?
Milk, sugar, food, gas.
So it all goes back to the same thing. People are never going to be happy for the simple reason that they're basically incapable of actually knowing what happiness is.
There's something, I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's something that we are very capable of, and that is giving and receiving fear.
Oh yes, we're professionals at that.
That is how they control every single thing. Now, this talk went from the Bermuda Triangle, talking about conspiracies and how they control our minds. But with fear, the real infection here, the real virus here is fucking fear. That's the bottom line. Because through fear, we are united and also divided. And we're going to stay that way until they stop giving us this bullshit and we decide to stop taking that bullshit. I think this episode was very informational. We had a lot of fucking theories and very fucking awesome hashtag look it up facts.
A lot of fucking theories.
Yeah, my boy. Very fucking awesome, dude. I'm very happy with that. And I say we cut it off and we let the listeners think for their own. I think the listeners, what they should really do is pay attention to what we say. Just look at the door that we're opening up for you guys, and then you grab your fucking computer. You have a computer at the fingertips, at your fingertips, and you have no more excuse. In the words of my big homie Morpheus, look it up, and don't take everything like a grain of salt and question everything. I'm not telling you to believe me. Don't believe us. Question us too. And then once you start questioning everything, you start realizing that there's more things that meets the eye, and that is not a fucking lie. Oh, damn. Did I just rap in this bitch? Damn.
Get it.
Big Ten, let them know what you think and where they can find you, my boy.
Final thoughts, concluding my statement, is basically we fucked. No, real talk. Look, as we've said it once, twice, a million times, we are just here to try to get you to take a bite out of what you call reality. Make sure that you're actually eating an apple and not thinking you're eating an apple.
Okay.
That's all it is. That is all it is, people. Catch me at eknat.ibx on all your major social media platforms. Let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are not thinking. Let me know what you guys thought about this, what is happening, everything that is going on. Let me know. And once again, if you just want to bullshit when you guys want to talk shit, I am a professional bullshitter. I could talk with the best of y'all. Salute.
That is right. And you can find me at Trebles Garcia, Trebles Garcia on all social media platforms. That is Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook. We're turning our Twitter into our Paranoid Radio Podcast official Twitter. That's on the works. Make sure that you guys hashtag look us up on TikTok. We're lit as fuck, dropping fucking original sounds and original videos every week. On TikTok, Paranoid Radio. Paranoid with no D. Paranoid. If you're looking for the D, we got two right here. And thank
And
you so much. I want to give amazing fucking thanks to every single country out there listening to us. All of you on all 6 continents. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the love and your attention and your love. All the new followers on Instagram. This is the 3rd episode for season 3, coming into our 4th trifecta. I cannot wait for season 4. We're having a big motherfucking talk with the Red Pills heavy hitters all day, baby. Make sure you hook them up with a follow and a fucking like on Instagram at morphe.x, Perception Real, BTM Tube, which is the other one, and the Failed Academy. Make sure you look them up on Instagram and give them a follow for badass new conspiracy content.
Also, don't call it a comeback because he never left before. Our boy Conspiracy Hippie, massive love and shout out, boy.
The homie from Conspiracy Hippie Show, the real Conspiracy Hippie, coming back on fucking June 18 with an amazing episode. We cannot wait to collide back with the real Conspiracy Hippie. Mad love, my boy, and thank you so much, every single one of you. Big Tank, thank you for joining me on this adventure, and have a great one, bro.
Until the next time, my peeps.
Boom. Blow your fucking mind.